7 WMMS.
I didn't know that the singer played the guitar.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Claudio Sanchez.
Claudio.
Yeah.
Coheed and Cambria.
Mm-hmm.
One of Bill's favorite bands.
My absolute favorite band.
Coheed is your favorite band?
Favorite band.
Really?
Yep.
Okay. I remember playing this song on the radio. But I don't... And it got used in movies, I feel
Welcome
like a
Home
lot.
is probably their... Welcome Home and Favor House.
Favor House Atlantic, I remember playing
radio
too.
hits.
You saw what happened to them.
No, what happened?
They've canceled the remainder of their tour. They were. You just saw them, though, yeah? Over the summer, or when was it?
When did I know? My birthday. It was back in February. Mary did a whole ruse to trick me into thinking I had a show and I couldn't see it. And then she actually had a box reserved for me from our friends over at the Agora.
It was very nice.
It was very nice. Good times.
Coheed and Cambria played Friday night at the House of Blues in Orlando. There's video on this if you can find it, by the way. And their drummer collapsed onto the drum kit during the show. They're 5 songs in, and he's playing, and he just faints and leans over, and he's got to have heart surgery.
Oh, man.
Why they don't just get a drummer to fill in for the tour, I don't know. Josh Eppard is the Coheed drummer. And if you follow the band, you might know that he has had a heart condition. He's pretty candid about it. But this video, he's playing, and he just falls over on the drums. And it takes a second for the other guys to figure out what's going on. And he ended up finishing the set. The paramedics come out, and they look him over, and he goes, I want to get out there and finish the show.
The show must go on.
Right. Now, they only had 3 shows left in the tour. So they're like, screw it. We'll just go home early. But he has to have heart surgery.
That's terrifying. I'll send him a little message of get well soon.
You should.
Yeah, he follows me on Instagram.
Love your #1 fan.
Mm-hmm.
Bill Squire, one of the funniest guys ever.
That's right.
According to Bobby Kelly and Bert Kreischer.
That's right. That's right.
You should send him this clip.
I will.
Along with it.
I will. I'll say, hey.
Comedy is getting big. It's huge right now. And you go into these towns and like Cleveland. I go to Cleveland and the comics there are so fucking great. So I do a one-nighter there and they jump on the show. But they also help put together the show. Like Bill Squire.
Bill Squire's amazing.
One of the funniest fucking guys ever. And he'll help.
And one of the things, not to cut you off, but one of the things I love about Bill Squire is he's not woke at all, but he's very heartfelt and a very sensitive guy.
Yeah.
And if you are telling a joke that's a little f***ed up, he won't correct you. He'll just say, hey, that joke, I'll just give you another side of it, another angle. Yeah. And I love Bill Squire. He's f***ing great.
Very funny guy.
You should cut that down so it just says he's not woke at all. Bill Squire, he's not woke at all.
Oh, I'll pull the meat off these bones at some point. Bill Squire, he's not woke at all.
Go ahead. He's not woke at all.
That's funny.
Ladies and gentlemen,
he's not woke at all.
Bill Squire. Give it up for him. So you're breathing rarefied air there in the comedy world. Same thing with Coheed. Listen, in performance, you're essentially a peer now. You should hit this guy up. Go, hey man, if you need anything from me, I'm not woke at all.
I'm not woke at all, but I am heartfelt.
Heartfelt. So no pun intended.
And I'm not trying to make you feel bad about having a weak heart. Just want to help out how I can.
That's right.
Actually know a drummer. Maybe he can fill in for you.
There you go.
His name's Alan Cox.
Oh, no, please. No.
You don't want to play with Coheed?
I don't know the songs.
You can learn them?
He's a Cambria kind of guy.
Yeah, I'm more pro Cambria than Coheed.
It's not a duo.
It's not. I thought it was
it's
Coheed
not Jim
and
Coheed and Eugene Cambria
like
up
Key
there.
and Peele.
Yeah, not like Key and Peele.
No.
Well, I hope he's okay.
What is Coheed in Cambria anyway? Like Cambria, like the city in California? Is that where they're from?
There are two people in the series, the Armory Wars. Armory Wars? Something like that. They have like a whole comic book series that goes with all their albums. I know. Mary always tries to
these guys
conflate
have
it with.
wait. These
they always
guys
try to
have,
make it like something that's like the sad emo stuff. It's like that's not what it is. It's nerdy.
Well, no, it's
Space Wars.
It's Rush.
Yeah.
Yeah. But which I can appreciate fully. I'm just not. I just never got into Coheed. I don't dislike them. Like when I hear those songs, I go, great riffs. I just never took the time to dig into. Once you're hitting like 8 or 9 minutes, like I'm out. I don't need that. But anyway, they had 3 dates left. They canceled because even if you see that video, it's pretty wild. Somebody shot it from the balcony. Is the one that I saw, where he just goes thump onto the rack toms. It's been a weird week for drummers. There's a Detroit band. I think they're still based out of Detroit, but they've had varying levels of success, but they're overall pretty good. They're called Walls of Jericho. One of these metal
Jesus-y.
metal bands with a female singer, which I'm not usually into. I mean, like when they're growly, I don't care for a woman being in that role. I don't know if that makes me
Sexist. Yes.
yeah, chauvinistic or whatever. It just doesn't. It sounds weird to my ears. It sounds like they're trying too hard. Nevertheless, this band called Walls of Jericho, the drummer got arrested on the road with 632 pounds of marijuana in his truck.
632 pounds.
Yeah.
Wow.
They've had some lineup changes, but he's the current drummer for this band. He got arrested in Oregon with 632 pounds of marijuana.
Isn't that a pro-weed state?
But you can't just, I don't think you can drive it around.
Yeah.
He's like, officer, I didn't know I can't do that.
Like, where's your receipt, sir?
I didn't know I could not have.
And a suspected 37 pounds of butane honey oil extract. He was stopped on the highway about 3 in the afternoon for a traffic violation. I never understand why these guys are. Make sure that your taillights have bulbs in them.
Exactly,
make sure that your tabs are up to date. Set your cruise control at whatever the speed limit is.
Yeah. Isn't that funny how you get pulled over for something so, like, small like that? Like, oh, you have an out tail light. Sir, why does it smell like a goddamn Snoop Dogg dressing room in here?
He was driving a 2015 Chevy pickup. He said that he was going back to Ohio with the truck. So we're the real victims here.
Yeah, that was our weed.
Yes.
Now weed's going to be expensive around here. I don't like it.
He said he was going back to Ohio with the truck, but he didn't know that the marijuana was in the back of it.
Stupid little pusher, man.
So they charged him with exporting marijuana, exporting extract, possession of a controlled substance, distribution of a... Huh?
Possession.
What did I say?
It sounded like you said position.
Yeah, Bill.
Okay.
Position of a controlled substance.
The position was in the wrong position.
Position is 9/10 of the law, as I understand it.
How many years is he looking at?
At $45,000 bail. I don't know, but I have a feeling he won't be touring with the band anytime soon.
Kim Kardashian, where are you? Get this man free.
But you know, these bands, a lot of people think that if you're in a band and you're touring that you're rich.
And that is not the case.
And you ain't.
Nope.
So, you know, these guys do festivals and things, and I don't know if they've done anything recently. I know the singer ended up having a kid some years ago, so that's... And they were never taking the world by storm, but they're a pretty good band. Like, people knew who they were. They had a fan base. But some of these guys always get... I remember there was another band where the singer had 700 pounds of marijuana. They gave him
marijuana.
In Ohio, too. Like, they gave him... Like I said, Walls of Jericho's from Detroit, but I think this dude lives in Ohio, so he was headed back to Ohio.
Moving some weight.
That's right. So, yeah, we're the real victims. Because these are things that were meant for us here in Ohio.
I know. It's a real shame. I don't really smoke a lot of weed anymore, though.
I don't either.
And it's not really my
I'm
thing
more of an
anymore.
edibles man these days.
Yeah.
I know that's... a lot of people aren't down with edibles. I like them.
I just have to know when they hit.
I have to do edibles in a very controlled situation.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's all I ask. It's like...
If I have to do any socializing, edibles are a little tough for me.
I was talking to a friend of mine yesterday, And well, no, not yesterday. It was the night of the Halloween party, so Saturday night. And she said,
Oh, good for you.
she said she was in Vegas, and the bartender gave her a THC shot. And I was like, wait, you can drink weed? She was like, yeah. She was like, I forget how many milligrams she said it was, but she said
It's in everything now.
Give it a half hour, and she said she took 2 shots because she was like, I never had a THC shot. I didn't know if it was gonna hit me or not. So she said,
But didn't he tell her to wait a half an hour?
no, she didn't know that until it hit her. She's like, oh, now I know how this works because she thought
Wait. So the bartender didn't give her any notes.
No, because
Okay.
I mean, you're in Vegas. I guess it's assumed that you dabble in everything. So the bartender just gave her, "Do you want a THC shot?" And she said, "Yeah." And so he pours her like a little cap full, and she takes it. And she's like, "Okay, in 10 minutes I'll probably feel this." She was like, "But I want to be really lit, so I'll."
Oh,
take
she
another one."
wanted to load up.
Yes, but she didn't know how many milligrams it was and how long it takes. To
Yeah,
hit.
those are questions you should probably still ask.
Yes, she did.
Because you don't want to have a bad time in like a club in
yeah.
Vegas. Oh my God.
She said everybody else was going out. She's like, "Can y'all take me back to the hotel room? Because I don't know where we're staying. I don't know how to get there. And I need
Yeah.
to sleep this off." And she
if
said,
you're going to go out and do stuff like that, like you got to have a note in your pocket you've written to yourself. Room 421.
"Yeah, I can't imagine it would take like a THC shot would taste good. Like, you're drinking something. I don't know."
Well, I don't think you're doing it for the taste. You're doing it for the result. But yeah, it's in everything. I mean, these states, Michigan, it's legal. A lot of states. They put, restaurants opening THC menus.
I just need like a day where I'm not doing anything, and then I'll spend that. That's my luxury, my staycation, if you will.
I got $1,000 right now for you. A chance for you to go fund yourself. You get a crack at this every hour here on the show, so good luck.
Hey, it's Rover. Go fund yourself. We have your shot at $1,000 now. Text the nationwide keyword FISH to the number 200-200. You'll get a text confirming entry plus iHeartRadio info. Standard data and message rate supply in this nationwide contest. That's FISH to 200-200. Good luck and go fund yourself. From 100.7 WMMS.
Now these people are texting me the metal bands with female singers. I know all of them. I can't get into them.
Hailstorm?
Nah, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like screamcore bands, like bands that are heavy bands. Hailstorm's like a rock band. Like they're okay, but the bands where the girl has to growl, Arch Enemy or Ginger. I just can't get into them. And that's on me, ladies. I got it. That's on me. I like the music, when the girl starts going, I'm like, oh, okay, come on. Took me out of it.
Very sexy.
Here's the thing. I don't even really like that much growling even from dudes. I'm just not normally into that kind of stuff, Stop screaming. I hate... But I definitely am not into it if it's a chick.
Stop screaming.
Stop it! MGK got into trouble in Chicago.
I heard I saw he tweeted something. I didn't know what it was in relation to, though.
So he punched one of his stage hands.
Loud noises!
I imagine this is a much bigger deal in the Twitterverse than it is in real life. Tempers are going to flare if you're on the road.
He's just signing himself up for, lawsuits.
I just wish this dude would figure out who he is, or I like him a lot. I mean...
He's the nicest guy, really.
That's what I mean. Like, personally, it's not like I am super into his material, but like when I've talked to him over the years, he's just a nice dude. I like his work.
He remembers the show, he's been on, and, I mean...
Not for a while, though.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him in a long time, but...
Yeah, it's been since he did that show on Showtime.
Yeah, he was on Roadies.
Yeah.
I like that show a lot. He was doing a show in Chicago, and I guess he had a guitar malfunction, and somebody's videoing him or filming him, and he punches a stagehand who was handing him the new guitar. I don't know. And so he tweets that I'll get help after my tour is over. And then his next tweet is, anyway, tour is nowhere near over, so let's get up.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's just... He needs to really worry about that stuff because he just got back in the good graces of being able to perform in huge venues again because people were afraid to insure him because he would do stuff like mosh pits and fighting and stuff like that.
Yeah, but a lot of bands do that. They can still get
But it was,
insurance. I mean,
but sometimes it's like you can't control what the crowd does, but you can only control what the act does.
yeah.
And he was the one in the middle fighting people.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah.
I mean, the crowd. I mean, that's what security is for. But when he's the one enticing it, but that was back in the day, though. So he's
or
come
inciting
a long
it.
way.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
He's doing the Christmas show at the Wolstein Center on December 22nd. That's when he'll be back here.
All Christmas songs?
All Christmas songs. MGK is going to start. He's going to go by Perry Como that night. He's going to do some Burl Ives. No, I like him. He just can't.
Machine
I know he's
Gun
got to be.
Kringle.
I really love that single "Lace Up for Christmas." It's my favorite.
Laces out.
Laces
Lace
out.
up for Christmas.
Lace up for Christmas.
Yeah, so he's got a kid and he always seems like it's 2 steps forward, 1 step back with him.
He's been on the straight and narrow.
Ooh, if he does that
for a
song,
very
I'm
long
definitely
time.
going.
What, Poundcake?
I said he's been on the straight and narrow for a really long time. He's been doing well. I haven't heard any scandal from him really. He's been grinding.
Well, yeah, no, listen, the guy's always working hard, but I hope he can figure out what he needs to figure out. Because I think he's a talented dude. It's just like he seems like he's always shooting himself in the foot.
And with the odds against him, he's done very well for himself.
What odds?
I mean, just like growing up in Cleveland, it really doesn't do you any favors on trying to make it in the, like, I don't know, the hip hop world, I guess. At being a tall white boy.
Well,
You
that
think he'd
clearly
be
hasn't
better
worked
off if you're
against him.
short?
Yeah, that hasn't worked against him. This country has an amazingly unending appetite for white rappers.
That's it, though. I don't think
Yeah,
so.
it does. If you can name
this day and age, yeah.
the fact that there's more than one.
Now.
Yeah.
Being a white rapper is not like it used to be. You can be a white rapper and have a fan base.
True.
It's hard to be probably mainstream, but because of the internet, you're going to do okay. I mean,
Yeah, Post Malone.
you got
G-Eazy.
Mm-hmm. And that's more than you'd ever thought there'd be.
I'm just like, who else?
Machine Gun Kelly. Then there's like, just not being a black rapper like Lil Xan and all that crap that's out there. All that mumblecore is all
he
white
dead?
rappers. No, that was a little Peep.
Oh, Rip Lil Peep.
Yeah.
I can't keep all the Lils apart.
Mhm.
I can't keep them straight. So Zan's alive, Peep's dead.
Yeah.
Zan with Aline.
Man.
And then, what's the one that is also dead? I just want to hear Poundcake say it. X.
Oh, XXXTentacion.
Yes.
Yeah, he's
Triple
good.
X Tentacion.
He has that mausoleum as a tomb.
There you go.
XXXTentacion. You would think you have something easier.
But he was black, right?
To Google. I think he was black or biracial.
Like Cuban or something.
Something.
Yeah, it sounds like he's got a little Spanish flair in there somewhere. You trying to play some Tentacion?
No, I'm trying to
Can't play
find
that on this station.
people are somebody said you got to check out the band. I don't know how to pronounce it.
I'm sure you can pronounce it.
Slothrust. It's either Sloth Rust or Slow Thrust or Slot Rust. I don't know.
Probably
From Boston.
Slow Thrust.
Slow Thrust?
Probably sounds about right. Don't listen to me.
Oh, it says pronounced Sloth Rust. Okay. See, I would listen to a band called Slow Thrust.
Yeah.
Not Sloth Rust, though.
As a general rule, I like female singers a lot, just not in those screamo
General
core
rule?
bands. General rule.
Almost missed that one.
I feel like it's waning,
Yeah.
which is fine.
Yeah. Things
Doesn't get
things
hit
don't have
as
to
much.
last forever.
Yeah, I know.
It's good to let some things just die.
See, now
Let things move on.
yeah. Now I'm really going to be all upset again about Lil Peep.
Oh, yeah?
I hadn't thought about him in a while.
You get upset over a little Peep?
Yeah.
The Peepster? Did they call him that? The Peepster?
I don't know if they did.
They
I'm not
should've.
going to.
Why not?
I mean,
I think it'll catch on. It'll give him a whole new life.
the Peepster. Put stir on anything. I don't know if that'll help. I mean,
Rip Peepster.
we're losing the best ones. We rip Yams. We lost Yams. We lost Peep. Man, I mean, hey, Steve, hello.
Hey, what's going on?
How are you?
I'm good. I just wanted to, give praise to them, MGK and the crew. I know that whatever went down. But it's pretty much the only rap group out there that does that I know at least, that I've seen live, that does the full band setup. I mean, AJ on guitar, Rook on drums, like everything.
Yeah, that's why I said I feel like something like this is a bigger deal on Twitter than the actual band, because you're on a tour and it might be hot-headed, and I can't imagine it's a big deal, but.
Right, yeah. As a drummer, have you ever seen Rook play drums or any video of him?
No, I don't know the guys in the band. I've only met Coulson, but and I've seen the show. I don't know who's who, but
yeah, he's a phenomenal drummer. He's flashy, but he's amazing.
Like one of those Japanese guys in a panda suit playing for a bunch of little kids. And all right, thank you. All right, if you're on hold, I'll get you on the way back here. You want to text 35192, AlanCoxShow.com for everything else.
The Alan Cox Show on 100.7 WMMS and everywhere you go on our free iHeartRadio app.